Jay with the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Another Sunday. We got a couple shows to talk about tonight. I appreciate everybody for coming through, for watching. I appreciate all the support. We're going to talk about The Time Traveler's Wife, which is a new show that premiered with episode 1 tonight on HBO. I'm going to talk about that. It was a movie at one point in time, and now I believe it was also a book. And now it's a new HBO series, and I'll talk about who's in it and what it's about. Also, we're going to talk about Barry, Season 3, Episode 4. Another good episode from Barry. Hello, this is Hank. No, Hank. How's it going? How is it, Hank? You have to download the app. Berkman goes boom. Anyway, that dude is funny to me. And The Baby, episode 4. All 3 shows are on HBO, or you can catch them on HBO Max. Get a little swig of some little gin, aka agua, and so that you can catch them all on HBO Max. All very good shows so far. Although The Time Traveler's Wife is only 1 episode so far, it still was very interesting. And like I said, I'm gonna talk about it and get into it. Before we get started, let me give a special thanks to all the Discord channel members and all the members of this channel. I appreciate your support. Always good talking with you all in Discord and hanging out. And definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys. Of course, don't forget to put in the hashtag JAYMOOREREVIEWS to be entered into the channel giveaway tonight, and we'll get into it. Now, we're in the middle of what I would consider a downtime in TV shows that we normally may review. We had so many Power spinoffs back to back, BMF, Godfather of Harlem, so many of the gangster shows that we may normally talk about. And right now, none of that stuff is on right now. And so also the P Valley isn't on yet. And, a lot of the shows that we may typically talk about, watch, review are not on. Snowfall is off right now. And so right now it's time for people to give other shows a chance. Truth is, I watch a lot of different shows, and I just am not able to review all of the shows. But right now, I'm happy to be able to talk about some other shows and expand, hopefully, the audience, and hopefully some of you guys end up checking out some of these shows and liking them. I've had a few people end up watching Barry and say that they have liked it, as well as The Baby. The Time Traveler's Wife just started today, so I'm giving it a chance, as well as maybe a lot of you guys as well. If it's any other shows that you may be interested in me reviewing at this time, definitely let me know in the comments. I always try to get my voice warmed up when I first start, but it seems it doesn't really warm up until I really start talking. So a couple swigs of the good stuff always gets me ready. All right. So, also we talk about We Own This City. That's also on HBO. We talk about that Monday night. I give my first reaction. And then on Tuesdays, I talk about it with Lamont as well. And then I come and then I do my Real Talk Tuesdays where we have conversations for the grown and sexy and talk about relationships and all kind of other stuff going on. So definitely come check that out Tuesdays at 10. Now, We Own the City on Mondays on HBO is created by the same people who created The Wire. It's about police corruption in Baltimore after the death of Freddie Gray and how things began to unravel. It is a true story. They wrote a book about it, and the TV show is based off of the book. All right. So I will talk about that tomorrow. T Baby say, what about Atlanta? That's a good one. I do need to check out and review Atlanta. Maybe I'll start doing that as well because I did forget about Atlanta, and possibly maybe do We Own the City and Atlanta on Mondays. That's a good one, T Baby. Appreciate it. Checking in on Twitch also. I appreciate you. Don't forget to put the hashtag JMoreReviews, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or all three. You got 3 chances to win. So make sure you put in the hashtag JMoreReviews on all 3 platforms. Get as many entries as you can to win the giveaway for today. All right. So today we're going to kick it off with The Time Traveler's Wife. All right. Now, this is a new show, like I said, just started today on HBO. It's starring Theo James, who was in what was the name of that show? Yeah, Divergent. He was in the Divergent trilogy, and he's been in other things as well. But most of you guys would remember him from the Divergent trilogy. Okay. And then the lady that's in it, Rose, what's her name offhand? Rose Leslie. She was in Game of Thrones as Jon Snow's love interest, the wildling. They actually are married in real life after that show. They ended up getting married. But that is where you would probably recognize her from, Egret. And yes, they got married afterwards. See, her spouse is Kit Harington, and now they got one child. So they actually did fall in love, while they was having fun in the snow. Anyway, you know nothing, Jon Snow. Jon Snow, you know nothing, Jon Snow. Anyway, so in this, she does speak with an English accent, and what we see is that in this first episode, they're talking to a camera. So I don't know exactly who they're talking to and what they're talking to this camera for. I guess we'll figure that out later. But what we see is that they're kind of having like a confessional. And so when she's talking to the camera, she's at a position where she kind of knows a lot about him. And so we see as she's talking to the camera that it actually like flashbacks and plays out whatever she's talking about. So we see that they first met when she was a little girl, probably around 10 years old. And every time that he time travels, he ends up somewhere naked. So he ends up where she was when she was 10. She a little girl playing in the forest or something, playing with a My Little Pony. And this grown ass man is naked, but he's in the bushes. And he didn't come out naked, schlong swinging in the wind. That would have been pretty jacked up way to introduce yourself to this girl. But what, he was naked in the bushes, and he told her to go and get some clothes for him. And it's kind of messed up that nobody in that house paid this girl any attention, that she even told her mom that she had a friend, but he needs some clothes, and she got a new friend, but he don't have any clothes, and he in the forest, in the bushes or whatever, in the woods. And they didn't think much of it. They thought this girl is strange. While this girl runs to go get some of her father's clothes, she says she gonna dress him up. So she brings the clothes, he gets dressed, and then he come out, and now he chatting with the girl. So they having conversations or whatever. And that's how she first met him. Now, at that point, he already knew her and knew about their future. So they time travel at different points. He time travels at different points, and sometimes even sees himself. Just like the first time he met her. So that's the first time she met him. But the first time he met her, he was about, I think he said 28 or something like that. And he met her, and she was talking to him, and she was telling him that they were married in the future and all of this stuff. And I mean, that's got to be weird, the first time you meet someone and they're telling you you already are married. She's talking about this birthmark on his foot that looked like a strawberry that he stepped on and squashed, and all these other things. But that's what she told him when she saw him the very first time as a little girl. Although he was putting his clothes on, he didn't have his shoes on yet. And she saw it, and she said, it looked like you stepped on a strawberry and squashed it. But he was about 40 at that time, and she was a kid around 10. And then when he met her the first time, she was in her, 20s, mid to late 20s, and he was around 28. It's a little confusing how I probably explain it, but it's interesting because it's showing that even sometimes he may come back and talk to himself. When his 40-year-old self came back to talk to his 28-year-old self, he was telling him, because she ended up finding out, because they ended up sleeping together, the 28-year-old self, she gave him some of that nookie on the first date. She ended up finding out he had a girlfriend, so she was pissed. And he ended up saying, well, we didn't get to that part. You didn't ask. And so she was like upset that he had a girlfriend, whereas that was his first time meeting her. He just popped up and she was talking to him, because you all will get married in the future doesn't mean he would be single his whole life waiting on you. He didn't know this at that time period, but you know how women get. So she was mad. But anyway, it was interesting. It was something to watch a couple times. It kind of showed how it is when he time travels, pop up at different places naked. He got to find some clothes. He had to beat this one dude up and take his clothes and suit. Turns out that time that dude had flowers for his girlfriend. He took the flowers and ended up giving it to Rose, his future wife, because they actually had a date. And so, I mean, it's kind of interesting how everything is kind of playing out. She was asking him about the first time he remembers time traveling. It's something that happens to him. It's not something he could control. And he ends up in places and he can't really control it. When he gets there, he's sick. And then like throwing up, then hungry. Then before he leaves, he probably will normally throw up and sick before he leaves. What happened is it's not like Quantum Leap. That's a good reference. And he kind of even, so when he first time traveled and he was young, like maybe 10 himself, he was talking about the rules because he was telling her, because she asked about the first time he time traveled. And he said an old guy gave him the rules. Well, the old guy turned out to be him at a different time period in his life. And they were actually at the Museum of Natural History in Chicago. So he was telling his younger self different things that he may have to deal with. He asked him, do we solve crimes? Are we the good guy? Do we help? Or whatever. And he said, no, actually, we're the criminal, because we got to steal clothes, steal food, this, that, and the other to survive and make it for however long we have to until we time travel back to the same time period. He also only time travels during his lifetime. So like Quantum Leap, he would time travel different time periods, the 30s, 40s, 50s, 80s, whatever. And in this, he only time travels in the time period of his lifespan. And he doesn't solve crimes or any of that. He's just trying to find a way to survive. It's like it's something happening to him. He doesn't want it to happen. He can't control it. And he's trying to figure out how to make the best of his life while this keeps happening to him. So it's a little different, a little unique. I thought it was pretty interesting, something different, like I say, to watch. Was it this first episode must see TV where I was like blown away? No, but it was cool. It was all right, something to watch. One thing that I cannot wait to watch, and I hope that all of you guys are ready to watch it with me, is House of the Dragon, which is the new Game of Thrones spinoff. That looks amazing, and I cannot wait to review that. When I used to review Game of Thrones, not as many people watched those videos. This was when I first started making videos, but I hope that you guys are ready to watch this House of the Dragon spinoff, because that looks fire. Pun intended. Dragon fire. Anyway, Time Traveler's Wife, episode 1. I liked it. It was cool. Something to watch, something different. Time for the Moorescore. All right. Now, the Moorescore is 4 simple categories with a high score of 25 for each category, bringing a total score of 100. If you want to get a score between 1 and 10, you can always round it down a decimal point. And I always give a 0.5 margin of discretion in either direction with the score. So if I say it's an 8, if a person say an 8.5, I could go with that. And if they say a 7.5, I could go with that. Now let's get into it. So visuals and cinematography. So this is using the top-notch cameras. Is nothing, you know, special like Winning Time, how they make it look old or any of that. It's a modern looking show. Not too many special effects. I mean, the time travel doesn't have any special effects to it other than you see him naked, but they don't actually show him naked. But I mean, you know, even when he was talking to his younger self, it's still really no special effects involved. It's not as if they made Theo James into a younger person. They just hired a child actor. Nevertheless, it uses all the nice stuff, clean and visual cinematography. I would give it a 18. Okay. Storyline and plot. The storyline is unique and different. It's a guy time traveling against his will. He's meeting his wife. They're trying to get to know each other, decide what's going on with each other. And I mean, it's not too bad. Again, nothing amazing to watch, but it was pretty good. It was cool. And I would give it a 18 as well. Special effects, makeup, costumes. Again, not really many special effects. It was one scene where he was time traveling, and when he woke up, he was on the train tracks, and it looked like he was on the elevated train tracks in Chicago, and he had to roll out of there before he got turned into some Swiss cheese. But I mean, it was cool. It was nice looking special effects, nothing over the top or amazing. But overall, it was cool, and I would give that an 18 as well. Entertaining, fun factor. Again, it was good. I watched it. Not blowing me away, but it wasn't bad. First episode. I definitely would like to see it get better. But overall, for a first episode, it wasn't bad. And the show has potential. With that, I would give this an 18 as well, giving it a total Moorescore of a 72 for the time travel. So, time traveler's wife. All right. So, type that in. 72. If you want to round it out, you could say 75. Okay. So, and if you wanted to get that down to a score between 1 and 10, then you would come down to 7.2 or a 7.5. And you know what? I just now looked at this. It's funny that I came up with a 72, and that's pretty much what it's rated. It's only been 35 ratings so far, but it's coming up to a 7.1 out of 10. So, you know, I would say a 7 is average, and or a 7.5 is average. 8 to 8.5 is above average, and a 9 to 10 is exceptional. You can't really grade it on a 5 is average and all of that. It's on the scale. So a 7 is a C, a 8 is a B, and a 9 and above is a A. And so I would give it around about a C right now for the first episode. Uh, we'll see how it goes. It may get better. All right. So let's see how it goes. All right. Now it's time for Barry. Now, Barry is my show. I've been watching it for 3 years now. It was a big gap between season 2 and season 3 because of COVID. But Barry is back for season 3, and it's picking up is doing pretty good. They got it as an 8.3 overall out of 10, which I could see it being around a B plus show. Barry is really good. NoHo Hank is the sleeper star of the show. All right. So this Barry episode shows that Mr. Kusino actually comes out as a star because of how he played that role and slapped the hell out of Barry where we left off from the last episode. And it seems that now he's starting to get a lot of opportunities and a lot of people are wanting to talk with him and things. And it seems that although he's worried that he pissed off the wrong person and he's trying to get the hell out of town, and his son still doesn't know why, nobody does, because he know he slapped Barry, and that's a no-no. Barry is a psycho killer. He doesn't realize Barry ain't really tripping on him. And Barry, where we last left off, said that he was going to take this job for Hank. Hey, buddy, it's me, it's Hank. How's it, Hank, buddy? I have this really cool job, and, we take out the Bolivians, and, Cristobal won't even be there because he won't be out of town, so you don't even have to worry about him, okay? I have this bomb, and I want to take the bomb and you blow it up, okay? Now, the bomb, you have to download the app, okay? Do you want to have third-party cookies? Okay, we have it. They want to follow it, no problem. Okay, all right, buddy, we have this, okay? You take the bomb. I'll just make a password. It's Berkman blows. Okay. Anyway, Hank is crazy. He's a star of the show to me. He's hilarious. And I'm with you, Kendall. I love me some NoHo Hank. It's me. It's NoHo Hank. How is it, Hank, Kendall? How is it, Hank? Parappa's alt. Where is the link? The link for what? What do you mean, where is the link? I don't know what you mean, Parappa's alt. All right, so you're right. So Mr. Kusino, who, for those that may not know, is played by the Fonz from Happy Days, Henry Winkler. He was Barry's acting coach, acting teacher, and now because Barry did him wrong, I'm not going to try to give out too many spoilers in the history in case you decide to go and watch Barry. And Barry is only 30 minutes an episode with 8 episodes a season. So you can catch up in no time, and it's well worth it. Kendall, she started watching Barry after my review, and she loves it. And I'm pretty sure if you like a little action comedy, you'll like Barry as well. I recommend Barry. So after doing his acting coach, Mr. Kusino, wrong, he decided that the best way to make things right is to get him a job on this acting show. On this show, and it's like a top show that they have right now. And so he actually burnt a lot of bridges in his past, but now because Barry said that when he was in the audition that he saved his life, that he was out of the military having a lot of problems, and Mr. Kusino was there for him, this, that, and the other. And so they decided to give him a chance. Now all these doors are open up for him, or whatever the case. And although all of these things are happening for him, he's worried Barry's going to kill him. So he's trying to get the hell out of town and get his kids and grandkids out of town. Meanwhile, Barry's girlfriend, show, is getting all these great reviews and it's starting to become a success. And she had the premiere Barry didn't show up for the premiere. This damn girl on the show, she get on my nerves, the young girl, and she gonna tell Barry's girlfriend that uh she don't feel safe for her with Barry, and that it was really scary that Barry yelled at her and all of this. And so, she ended up tweaking Sally out, and Sally decided when she did see Barry that she gonna dump him. And who knows how Barry's gonna be able to handle that, because Sally is probably the only good thing going on in Barry's life. And while she was there, because her show is called Joplin, it's about her raising her daughter in Joplin, Missouri, or whatever the case. For those who don't know, this is NoHo Hank. NoHo Hank right here. He don't have no hair. It should be no hair Hank right here. But anyway, no eyebrows, none of that. It's a condition, and he actually has that in real life. But here's where she dumped Barry, and Barry was devastated. There's no telling how Barry is going to be able to deal with this. One thing he did, though, is while he was sitting there trying to carry out the job, they had this damn bomb. What the hell was that being said, Kendall? What was that noise, or what was that being said from that box? I don't understand how they had a bomb in the box that kept talking. Anyway, Barry put the bomb to blow up the Bolivians, and it just so happened it was right when Cristobal was damn near about to get killed, because we now realize that Cristobal had been followed, and that they know that he was that messing around with NoHo Hank. And so that put him in jeopardy, because now he like, yeah, you, no wonder you wasn't getting the job done. You was too busy with your lover. You were too busy with your lover, NoHo Hank. You weren't doing what you were supposed to do, Cristobal. Now what do you want? I either kill you, or you go and you kill Hank. I take you there and you shoot him in the head. He said, you're going to have to kill me, because I won't do it to my Hank. No. And next thing you know, he runs away. While he runs away, we see Barry been out in the car for all night, all day, all night, trying to get this damn app to work. He didn't call customer service. He didn't call customer service trying to get this app to work. So when Hank gave him this bomb to detonate, the damn bomb is connected to an app on his phone with all his damn information on it, and it wasn't working. So he over here talking to support, trying to get the damn app to work, and it just so happened it finally worked right after Cristobal leaving, blow up the house. He ended up taking Cristobal over there to be with his boo, Hank. Like, have a little hanky-panky. Oh, thank you, Batty, for bringing him home. I really thank you, Batty. And so he get paid. And once, look at Hank. And what he does with that money is give it to Mr. Cousineau and tell him that here's the money. I ain't tripping on you no more. I'm not gonna kill your son and grandson. And Mr. Cousineau then decides he gonna keep the money, and he not gonna leave town. So I don't know if he gonna end up keeping his word. We also see Fuchs. Boy, Fuchs ain't right, boy. Fuchs is trying to go over here and get Barry killed. He done went and told all these different people that Barry killed their loved ones, and now you got some people that's trying to come and get some revenge on Barry. We'll see how that play out in the next episodes. It was hilarious when he on customer service about trying to get this bomb to explode, and while they was trying to get it to work, she heard the bomb go off. She like, oh, sounds like it's working. All right, thank you. So she heard the damn bomb blow up. She like, oh well, I guess it's working now. And what type of app is on your phone to detonate bombs? I mean, crazy. But anyway, and yeah, that was loud as heck coming out that box. I'm surprised nobody didn't hear it and figure out what was going on and get rid of it. But regardless of what happened, it did blow them up. I don't think they all are dead, though, to be honest with you. I don't think all the Bolivians died from that bomb. And it'll be interesting to see in the next episode if they think Cristobal tried to blow them up. Because they probably think Cristobal tried to blow them up, which then make it that they really want to kill Cristobal. And that's going to be crazy. So we'll see what happens. This is the scene where Mr. Cousineau smacked the hell out of Barry, and it ended up getting him some rave reviews. NoHo Hank, you would think he a gangster killer by looking at him right here, but this dude is sweet as sugar, soft as can be. And he over here trying to lead his gang without them knowing how soft he is. So we'll see what happened with Hank. But Hank is a trip. And Barry, I don't know, man. Barry and Sally and that girl, if Barry finds out that girl is the reason that Sally broke up with him, I don't know what's going to happen with her. That's going to be pretty bad. But I'm still a little shocked that Sally has got this star show right now and doing so well. Happy for her, but I don't know how it's going to all work out in the end. I think a lot more of you guys should watch Barry. I definitely recommend this show. I'm glad at least Kendall ended up watching it and enjoy it. Again, it's only 30 minutes, easy to catch up, only 8 episodes a season. I do recommend this as a good show to watch, and it would be great if more people watched it, so we could talk about it, laugh about it, all that stuff. So check it out, and we'll talk about it more. Now it's time for the Moorescore for Barry, episode 4. All right, so the Moorescore again is 4 categories with a top score of 25, and you can get a score of 1 to 10 by rounding it down. And also, I like to give a 0.5 margin of discretion in either direction if somebody, feels either way. I can see that. So if you feel, I say it's an 8. If a person say it's an 8.5 or a 7.5, I can see the argument for either one. Now let's go. Visual cinematography. Barry uses modern cameras, good angles and things when they shoot, but nothing spectacular or very unique. But overall, I do like how they show everybody with the close-ups and different things. I would give it a 20. Storyline and plot. This episode, storyline and plot was pretty good. We see that Cristobal They knew what was going on with him. Barry trying to get customer service with his bomb was funny. NoHo Hank and him getting reacquainted with his boo, Sally, and that little damn girl that's on the show getting on my damn nerves. And Fuchs back in town trying to ruin Barry and tell all these people that Barry killed him. It's starting to get interesting, and I want to see how it all plays out. It's keeping me interested. I would give it a 20. Special effects, makeup, not really, and costumes, not really anything spectacular in that category, although they did have the bomb explode, but it didn't like blow up the whole house or whatever. But that was some special effects for this episode. But for the most part, costumes is just current clothing. Not too many special effects or anything. I would give it an 18. Um, Not bad, nothing spectacular. And entertaining, fun factor. I would give it a 20. It was entertaining. It made me laugh. I enjoyed it. And it has me looking forward to the next episode to see what's going on with Barry, how it's all going to play out with Fuchs, NoHo Hank, Crystal Ball, and to see if they'll live. I'm pretty sure, I hope NoHo Hank lives. I don't know about Crystal Ball. Them balls might get busted. Who knows? And is Barry gonna get back with Sally? I don't know about that. So overall, it comes out to a 78 on the Moorescore, which that's because of special effects makeup is not really any. Overall, as a feel, I would say it felt like an 8 to 8.5. The Barry episode 4 comes out to a 78. You can round it out to an 80. It felt like maybe an 85 as far as entertaining and things. But again, I give a zero point 0.5 margin of discretion in either direction. So I'll round it up to an 80 because it's a 78. If you say an 8.5, I can see that. If somebody said a 7.5, I could see that. But to me, it was a B. I give it a 80. 80 to 85 is more accurate for me. Kendall, you say an 8.5 to a 9 for me. Very entertaining episode. I really like Barry a lot. It's one of my favorite shows out. Because it's different, it's funny, dark humor, and it's not hilarious where you be like watching a stand-up comedy special, but it's funny, it's entertaining, it's got a little action, it's got everything. I wish it was a little longer, to be honest. But the 30 minutes, I guess it keep it as a solid episode 100%. So definitely pretty good. And I agree, Sally is definitely feeling herself right now. She thinking that she a star. Her show Joplin just got, what did it say on Rotten Tomatoes, a 90 or whatever. So she definitely think that she's big time now. And she gonna trade up. There's no need to be with Barry when she's probably gonna be able to get a better, more notable guy than Barry, especially now that this little chump girl is talking about Barry was scary and she worried about her because it may be dangerous. Which she's actually right. Barry is dangerous, but at the same time, she don't know because he yelled at her at the office. I mean, people have arguments and sometimes get upset. like she said, he was in a mood, but it wasn't as deep as she made it. Although he shouldn't have did that in front of all the people. I agree. He was wrong for yelling at her in front of everybody at her job, but it wasn't like he was cussing her out and doing all of that where you had not need to worry that he might do something to her. That was a little too much for her to come up with. Now, we as the audience know Barry might do any damn thing because he a damn assassin. So we'll see. All right. Now last we're gonna talk about The Baby. The Baby is a new show on HBO. It's not getting as many. I'm looking here on IMDb. A 5.8 out of 10 is much better than a 5.8 to me. I gave it a 7. I think it's getting better a little bit, but I would give it probably between a 7 and a 7.5. I'm interested to see how it plays out. This episode, we learn a little bit more about who the old lady is that has been following her around and trying to help her with this baby. Um, the old lady, Miss Eves, we learn is, been around watching this baby commit murders and killing people for like 20 years. Natasha has no idea that this woman has been watching this baby do this for so long, which then lets us know as the viewer that this is not really a baby, which we already knew this baby had some type of evil powers going on with the baby killing people and all these people dying that the baby is around. But now this baby is like at least 20 years old or older because this woman has been watching this baby kill people and people die around this baby since she was at least in her mid 20s to early 30s. And this woman is at least in her 50s to 60s right now. So, I mean, at least 20 to 30 years, this baby has been a baby and killing people, or people have been dying mysteriously around them, which is wow. And I'm wondering, how has his baby been able to keep this fact a secret for so long? Because but anyway, in this episode, we see that Natasha's sister took the baby and went to some type of like forest retreat. This is Natasha's mother, and she's been estranged from her mother for years. Well, now the baby is around. Natasha's sister, Bobby, Bobby, Bob, Bobby, Bobby, what are you doing with a baby? Bobby, why are you having the baby? You don't need a baby, Bobby, Bobby. That's what she called her sister's name, Bobby. And she, Bobby, what are you doing with a baby? Put the baby back, Bobby. Bobby, what I tell you, don't take the baby. Anyway, we see that her and the old lady, Miss Eves, get in the car and they go looking for the baby. They end up finding the baby because her sister posts on like Facebook or whatever where they are. And so she goes there, finds out that the sister's trying to be helpful. The sister is gay, or a lesbian, whichever is the proper term. And her partner were trying to adopt a baby, but it don't seem that things are working out. And for some reason, she takes this baby, I guess because she really want a baby so bad, and so she want to spend time with the baby, trying to do magic tricks and all kind of stuff. I don't know. When Natasha finally get there, it seemed like the baby was about to kill her sister, though. She was choking on some damn cookie or something. I was like, damn, the baby killed her sister. But she ended up getting it up out of her right quick. It went down the wrong way. It went down the wrong way. It's all right. Bobby, are you all right, Bobby? Bobby. Kendall, you say the baby still has the same outfit on. We never see Natasha bathe to change the baby's diaper. That's true. We saw her change the diaper once or twice, but she does not bathe that baby or change the baby's clothing. That is true. Nor have we seen her even go buy the baby no food. Look at that baby. That baby a big baby, big bobblehead baby too, boy. That baby got a big ass head. That boy head big than a mud, but they had to call that baby headquarters. Anyway, we see that that older lady, Miss Eves, is seeing visions of people that are dead. She didn't tell Natasha that. And then when they tried to leave, the car broke down. So then they were stuck, and it looked like some Wicker Man festival going on there. Started looking a little creepy, and pagan ritual or something going on. And I don't know, man. The baby may have planned this out. Who knows? Kendall, you say Bobby ain't quite right either, but she doesn't have the touch to make the baby stop crying and go to sleep. That's true. That's true. Bobby is kind of off, man. Weird. She's like, seemed like she got a child's mind, trying to do magic, a little too bubbly and goofy. And I don't know, man. She wear her pants way too high. She got her pants pulled up all the way over her belly. Like, come on, man. Bobby, pull the trousers down, Bobby. Bobby, you don't wear your trousers up to your chest. You got your nips tucked into your trousers, Bobby. Take the nips out the trousers. You say the baby touched the dashboard. I didn't pick up on that. Again, this is the first reaction, but so the baby touched the dashboard, and that's why the car wouldn't start. I'm gonna have to check that out. Another thing is she ain't even get this damn baby a car seat. She been carrying the baby around in the damn laundry basket, which that's crazy. But the baby ain't nothing about to happen to him, as we see. He been around for a minute. He an OG baby up in here. You talking about big baby, the baby, and the way he looks and stuff. Damn, man, they really did a good job at getting that baby to look at the camera and stuff. She got on some high water bloomers, definitely. So, yeah, we'll see how it work with that. She definitely need to pull them damn pants down, Bobby ass. Bobby, pull those damn trousers down. Um, anyway, let's see if we got a picture of Bobby over here. The baby killed that dog. Here's the Wicker Man Festival, which This was really creepy. And she had Mrs. Eves with the baby. Then the baby, she said the baby want to show you something. And then next thing you know, she started getting visions. She see that this woman been at that little house on the beach for a long time, that she's actually a lesbian, and that the baby or dealing with this baby maybe ruined her relationship, uh, and all kind of stuff. I was thinking it's some type of cult, Wicker Man festival, pagan ritual, something to that effect, because, you know, wannabe Stonehenge. It definitely was really weird and creepy, and we'll see more about it in the next episode. I think The Baby is actually a pretty good show. It's very different than anything else on TV. And I think some people are giving it a low rating and not giving it a try because they used to seeing the same old stuff all the time and they want to keep watching it. Which, how many shows can we watch about gangsters killing each other and all the other stuff? We've seen all that before a million times. Not to say I'll never watch it again. I still watch it and it's cool, but I like to expand my horizons. And this is a 30-minute show. It's got some different aspects to it that's interesting. If it wasn't good, I'd say it wasn't good. But it's cool. It's good. I like it. And this episode was pretty interesting and I did like it. Kendall, you say, Jay, I did think that old lady was gonna throw the baby into the bonfire. I'm glad I was wrong. You know, that didn't even cross my mind. I didn't even think about that, but she should have. That would have been the best way to probably get rid of the baby. But that's another point that I almost forgot. I'm glad you brought this up. She did sneak into the room in this episode to kill the baby, remember? And she put the pillow over the baby head. Natasha was asleep. And somehow the baby is connected to her now because it woke her up and she couldn't breathe just like the baby. So if she was suffocating too. So if the baby suffocates, she suffocates. Maybe if the baby dies, she die. Because the woman put the pillow over the baby face. She then is not able to breathe. She took the pillow off. She was breathing. She put the pillow back on. She was no longer able to breathe. And that's when she was like, I didn't realize that it would happen to you, that you all were connected. So I don't know what the baby has done, bonded to her, latched to her somehow. But now, maybe if she'd have threw that baby in the bonfire, maybe Natasha would have burnt or died. So she got to be careful, and they got to figure out a way to possibly do something to that baby without hurting Natasha, because it seems that they are connected. And if you do something to one, the other will hurt, which is very interesting. I agree, Kendall. It is a very interesting show, and I do want to see how it ends. Also, I'm into it. I want to see what happens. How does it turn out? And I'm definitely into this show and interested. As of now, it is 4 episodes. It's the first season, so if you want to watch it, it don't take long to catch up. It's only 30 minutes an episode, so it's like watching one movie right now. 2 hours. A movie is 2 hours. You could watch all 4 episodes in the length of time as one movie if you are thinking about watching this show. So I definitely recommend it, and you definitely should check it out because this baby ain't no joke. Like Rosemary's Baby on steroids, straight up. And I like this show right now more than Time Traveler's Wife. But this is 4 hours of content, and the Time Traveler's Wife is only been 1 hour, 1 episode. It is an hour-long show, but as of now, it's only been 1 episode. The first episode of The Baby had me hooked. I was like, damn, what is this? So the first episode of The Baby had me wanting to see what's going to happen, and I've been watching ever since. Again, The Baby comes on HBO. You can check it out on HBO Max, and I definitely recommend watching The Baby. And I ain't talking about the rapper. All right. What's up, Kelly? All right. Let's go ahead and do the Moorescore for The Baby. All right, The Baby episode 4, Moorescore. Now, for those that are new, the Moorescore is my rating system. 4 simple categories, 25 points each category, and it could give you a total score of 100. You want to get a 1 to 10 rating, I could just round it down a decimal point and always leave a 0.5 margin of discretion in either direction with the rating in case you wanted to say you felt it was different. All right. So, visuals and cinematography. This show uses modern cameras as well. I do like how they angle and film the baby. It looks like this baby is like really into it, given certain looks and things. They did a great job with that. This episode is no different. Um, you get to see different parts of the England, which is unique to us, U.S., and different scenery for us from being in the U.S. And this episode, we got to see them at some type of Wicker Man festival, which was creepy but interesting to see the different locations. All in all, I would give it a 20 for visuals and cinematography for this episode. Storyline and plot. I do enjoy the storyline for this episode. I think the plot is thickening. We get to see what's going on with Bobby. We then learned about the old lady and who she is, and that she been watching this baby kill a lot of people for a long time. This baby's like 20, 30 years old, which is weird, and I'm really intrigued to know more. So again, I would give this episode a 20. Special effects, makeup, costumes. It wasn't too many special effects this episode. Um, the costumes and all of that is just contemporary clothing, and no real makeup. Overall, not bad, but nothing spectacular. I would give it an 18. And entertaining fun factor. I like this episode. It was entertaining to me. I enjoyed it. And I'm definitely wanting to see how this plays out. I want to see more. And I want to know more about who the hell this baby is. This little old ass baby 20, 30 years old. It's like Baby Huey. What was that baby in Roger Rabbit? Gaga, cuckoo. Then when it stopped rolling, all right, Toots, where's my cigar? Hey, Toots, fill me up another shot of that gin. Jack Daniels on the rocks. Hey, Toots. Like that's what that baby is about, man. He really like 40 years old, still looking like a baby. Hiya, toots. Overall, um, Savannah said, I hope he toilet trained. That baby's standing up, peeing in the toilet. Hold on, hold my little pee pee, all right? Hey, give me a hand with the pee pee. I need a hand with the pee pee. Like, look who's talking. Hey, I need to go and have a little talk with Mr. Toilet Man. All right? Hey, Mr. Toilet Man, got some fresh pee pee. All right, open wide. Overall, it was entertaining. I would give it a 20, bringing it to a total Moorescore of 78 for the baby episode 4. You can round it up to 80, or if you said a 75, either one you want to round it to, I could see. And also, if you think it's an 8.5 or a 7, I actually don't see a 7. I think it's better than a 7, but anywhere between a 7.5 to an 8.5, I can see that. Um, Again, I give it a 78 on the Moorescore. Again, that's because there was no real special effects, which hurt the score. But overall, it was a very good episode, and I enjoyed watching it. It was entertaining, and I'm still here for the show, and I can't wait to see how it all played out. All right. Um, so definitely. Um, Savannah, you say it's like Chucky. Let's play Hide the Soul. We're friends to the end, Heidi Ho. All right. We got look like a lot of people left during this broadcast, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Um, It don't even see from now on, man. I'm not going to do the giveaway if we only have 9 entries. There's no point. It's no point to do the giveaway with only 9 entries. Um, so, I need at least to get 20, 25. Because 9, that's is no point. Um, I don't want to leave the people hanging that did do it, but at the same time, 9 entries, that's, oh man. Jay say, Bobby, oh, Bobby, what are you doing with a baby, Bob? Bobby, Bobby, you can't just take the baby, Bob. Bobby, what are you doing with a baby? Bobby, I don't care what you do with your girl. I don't have to shag your girlfriend, Bobby. That's up to you. But you don't take a baby, Bobby. Bob. Kendall, no, the baby not scary. The baby not scary at all. Now, Derry said that one scene where the baby was breastfeeding scared her. I think that was next to nothing. Um, but I don't know. Anybody that watches the baby feel like the baby is scary? You can comment in there. I don't know. Maybe Kelly is like Derry, and maybe you guys get scared easily. But on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, what would you rate the baby as far as scariness? The scary meter, what would you rate the baby? I don't know how many people are here that still watches the baby, but Bobby, what would you rate the baby? Is the baby scary, Bobby? Did you get scared when the baby wanted to suck on the nips? That baby sucked on the nips, and I said, "Oh my, that was a bit juicy one." Why, Bobby? That was a juicy nip. It said, "Ooh, Bob, you're sucking on the nips too hard. Pull the trousers down, Bobby, you have big trousers. You got big memories, Bob. The memories are enormous. They're enormous, Bobby." All right, y'all. Can we at least get to 20 entries? Kendall says it's a 3 on the scary scale. It's eerie and a little creepy, but not scary. I agree. It's got some creepiness to it. Scary? Heck no. I don't see that. Yeah, it's got some eerie moments. Um, and I definitely don't think that if you saw the baby sucking on them boobies, that you should get scared and never watch it again, because that was nothing. And it ain't like they got a lot more scenes like that. That's the only scene like that in 4 episodes so far. So I don't think it's nothing to worry about, unless you got some big memories and you got to breastfeed right now and you start thinking the baby want to treat you like Bobby. It baby's gonna treat you like Bobby. Suck on those memories. Hey, pull down the trousers, Kelly. Kelly, don't be like Bob. Pull down the trousers. Bobby, it is too much. You got too much milk in there, Bobby. The baby wanted to get full, Bobby. It's just too much. Well, at least Kendall is having a good time tonight. And Simone, I'm glad to see that. I appreciate it. If y'all saw the show, maybe y'all might laugh at my impression of Bobby. Bobby. Boop. Boop. Kelly, you want a baby to feed on those mamras? Just pull the trousers down. Don't pull the trousers up to the nips, Kelly. Don't be like Bob. Bobby. Bobby wears the trousers all the way to the nips. They are big trousers. Savannah Rivers at 20 years old, he better settle for a steak. Oh, Kendall, that was funny. The kids asked her if she was gay or whatever. Or whatever. They was giving her a hard time. She ain't know what to say. Uh, that was funny. She should have been like, "Look here, do you want me to tuck you into these trousers? You better shut up. You want the trousers? Well, shut up. All right? All right, then. They call me Bob for nothing. A Bob, because I'll beat you like a Bob. Bobby. Bobby Digital." All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Let's see how many people. We only got 12 entries. I'll do a 1-week free trial in the Discord, because we barely got anybody entered into this giveaway. I guess it's time for me to stop doing giveaways because people aren't interested as they used to be. So there we have it. I guess it is what it is. All right. Kendall, Kelly, and Simone. I'm glad y'all had a good laugh. Everybody else, I appreciate y'all for watching. Let me go ahead and hit this raffle. Let's see who wins. Kendall with the win. All right, Kendall. Well, I'll figure out something for you since you're already a winner, because you always already in the membership. What I'll do is the same thing I'll do for Encouraging Warrior Trinae, is that I'll send you a mystery gift from the store. You want the mystery gift from the merch store? You say pass it forward. You type that before I said the merch mystery gift. You want the mystery gift from the merch store? It's okay. You put pass it forward before I said that. So it's all right if you want to keep it. If not, I can pass it forward. You want to keep it? You definitely deserve it. You one of the few people that, okay, pass it forward still. Well, I appreciate it. You got a great heart. You always you're one of the few people that do a super chat on the regular at least once a week, and definitely a good supporter of the channel. So I appreciate it. All right, let me go ahead and draw again for the 1 week trial to Discord. Kelly Lee, what's up, Kelly? Since you're a member already as well, I'll get you a mystery merch. See, only people that support is members already. And then people will say only members win. Well, members always support and participate. So it's not that only members win, is that members participate. So we need more participants. Kelly Lee with the picture with them lips shining up in here. You got a free mystery merch gift coming. All right. So congratulations, Kelly. You deserved it. You're a sweetheart. Love talking with you. I appreciate you coming on Tuesdays. If y'all don't know, every Tuesday at 10, me and Kelly always got some fire topics about relationships, men, women, all kind of stuff. So definitely come through, hear that, because every week is dope and you don't want to miss it. And glad to have you, Kelly. And Kelly, you said pass it on? Hey man, I'm not gonna pass this next one on, man. Cause it's time, yeah, it's time to end the show. It's only 12 people in here. I can't keep passing it on. Kelly, I got something coming for you. We'll do the passing it on next time. All right. Everybody, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Everybody have a good evening. And don't forget to give these shows a chance. Barry, the baby, and even Time Traveler's Wife was interesting. So who knows? Maybe I'll start watching Atlanta and doing the review for Atlanta also. All right. Everybody, y'all have a good evening. Hope y'all had a good weekend. And everybody take care. And I'll see y'all tomorrow at, I believe, 10 o'clock, 10:30 to talk about We Own the City episode 4. And everybody take care. And I'm out of here. Peace. And I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all be safe. And I'm out. All right. Deuces.
It's J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'